So here we go. 1 to go signal given to the drivers. HVAF pace truck will pull to the infield. Lights out on the racetrack. Emerson Axum, your pole sitter. Tyler Rohrig, Dakota Armstrong, your front row will set the pace. 11 rows of 3, 33 sprint cars here at the High Banks Quarter Mile Anderson Speedway, the 76th running of the Little 500 presented by UAW is green here at Anderson. Dakota Armstrong gets the whole shot, will lead lap number 1, but we already have trouble in turn 3.
We've got a red, somebody hard into the wall outside turn 3.
It looks like that is the 44 car of Scotty Adema out of Fort Myers, Florida. Coming to the green, we'll have 494 laps to go as Dakota Armstrong back on the gas. The Ivy Tech green flag is in the air, and we are back again racing here at Anderson. Great restart there for Dakota Armstrong, Dave. Begin to pull away a little bit there from Emerson Axum, kind of getting a little bit of room between first and second. Axum opening up about a 4-car length advantage over Logan Seavey. As you can see, everybody working that low part of the racetrack, and really going to be the line here in Anderson. Points jumped in the 6 car, and I want to say drove it up to a podium finish. There goes Davey Jr. now to the inside of Logan Seavey.
He's pretty racy.
Hamilton looking sporty early here in this year's Little 500 for 158 laps completed. So there's Seavey, Tyler Rohrig, Jake Traynor, and Davey's already pulling away from those guys. He is closing in on the back bumper there of Dakota Armstrong.
He's got a fast race car. And now Rohrig, he's got him too. I think Logan's got just a tick of a push right there. Maybe has an issue here, Rob.
Yeah, he's up out of the groove there. Traynor gets by, follows the 56 through. So Seavey falls back to the 6th position.
He's off the pace enough that something's wrong.
Davey Hamilton Sr. is here as well. Saw him walking around. And there goes Junior taking a look to the inside. Dakota slides high. As the 4-car tries to get around Shane Butler, Dakota kind of checked up, and that allowed Davey Hamilton to get by.
Davey wants to lead. Look at this. Look at this.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's racy. He wants to see what he can do with Axum here.
Using that front bumper a little early here. 166 will be complete next time by. Again, approaching that time when these guys start thinking about coming into the pits. Hearing from their spotters, talking to their crew. Guys, get ready. If we catch a caution, you may see these top runners come in. Davey Hamilton Jr. won Southern Shootout sprint car win this year down at Auburndale. Was 10th in last year's Little 500. 7th start at this race.
Here. He's got a run on him right there.
Wow, to the inside in turn number 1. How about that? Davey Hamilton Jr. makes it work. Made it look simple right there. The 14's a hot rod, and it's running good right now.
Yeah, it's a little dicey right there. You don't want to get up there.
Oh, boy. And now trouble. Contact on the front straightaway, and around goes Hamilton. And Rohrig.
Rohrig, too.
And Nocella.
Oh, man.
Again.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Davey's car is hurt at all, but he's lost a couple laps here under caution. You see a replay here. We see Travis Wellpott there in the orange and white car. And that's Shane Hollingsworth was under him. Everybody just ran out of room right there.
Yeah, it looked like Wellpott got into his teammate Grissom.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again if we could. And I mean, we were right on it, luckily. And there's Davey Hamilton getting a push. He'll rejoin the field here.
And now the pits are open.
See who chooses to come in.
So they'll tell these guys, once you get to that white line right there, you can pass the pace truck. And here we go. Emerson Axum, Dakota Armstrong, CJ Leary, Cody Swanson into the pit as well. So you can see as the team going to work, left of your screen, that is Dakota Armstrong, Emerson Axum, 1 and 2 on the track. Cody Swanson's to the right. And that's how we call for push trucks right there. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Everybody calling.
Jake Trainer
in. They're putting fuel in the car. Right rear tire, right front tire as well. Cody Swanson being pushed. Emerson Axum being pushed.
And the #1 team.
Trainer calling for the truck.
Jumping up and down.
They're ready.
We saw Ryan Newman in and out really quick. Newman sits there in the middle, right in the way. They may have to pull Newman back as we get the 1 car pushed out. Newman's right in the way, and they're going to get Dakota pushed off. And Newman now has a pace truck, or a push truck rather, behind him. Rohrig as well.
Conceivably?
I believe so, because he came out then went back in.
Shane Hollingsworth shown as the leader right now. He restarted for us. Cody Swanson's running second. Now let's watch and see Cody Swanson to see what he can do with his former teammate.
Yeah, Cody really had a good pit stop. That Mission Foods 77 Doran team is lightning fast. He came in the pits. I didn't see exactly what he did to the car, if they took tires or fuel only. You know, everybody on different strategies. If their tires look good, if they feel their car's good, maybe they just take fuel. But again, they have to make a pit stop. Typically, they'll come in and take at least a right rear tire, some right rear, right front, and a left rear. Just depends, like you said before, Dave, the handling of the race car. If you haven't hurt your tires and they feel like they can go.
And the advantage he's got, kind of being out of sequence here, he'll get a truck right away.
Yeah, push truck will be there the second they start hauling for it.
He's the only guy down there.
So Shane Hollingsworth pulls into the pits. The Nolan Racing team going to work. It looks like they are going to change rear tires here on a Saturday in the Hoosier State. Green flag is back out, courtesy of Ivy Tech, and we're underway once again. Swanson, Axum, Trainer, last year's winner. Right now, your top 3. So Cody Swanson doing what Cody Swanson does, and that is lead laps. Emerson Axum there in second. You can see Jake Trainer, last year's winner, the winner of the midget race at IRP earlier today. From the 4 car of Emerson Axum, as he closes in on him there coming off turn number 4. You can see these guys going out in Armstrong's right behind Trainer. Now trouble in turn 1. And that's it, Emerson
Axum. Just takes a second. Here we go, Rob. You're right there. You have to think he cut a tire or something. He was all by himself.
Yeah, that's a tough break for sure.
I think that was a hard enough hit. I think he's probably going to be finished.
And here we go. Cody Swanson, Caleb Armstrong, CJ Leary going in. Cody Swanson, tough to see him as he is pit stall number 11. Looks like number 1 when you come in off turn 2. Caleb Armstrong, that team is going to work. There is Cody's team on the Mission Foods number 77. Trey Burt got a little sideways there in the 64. He's a handful of laps down. Newman gets around him. So Newman now second on the racetrack and second on the pylon. The 39 BC in his second career start at the Little 500. So now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. When we get inside 150 laps to go, and they are going 3 wide deep in this field, as you see Ryan Newman, Bobby Santos, Dakota Armstrong. Santos, haven't said much about Bobby Santos.
But he's right there, Rob.
Is right there, former winner. He's kind of been quiet to this point in that purple chassis, number 22. Dakota Armstrong right behind him in the 1.
And
that is
got
3rd, 4th, and 5th, and there goes the 1 car to the inside. That is for 3rd.
Logan Seavey now in the pits under green. You know, we've talked about something was amiss with that car.
Yeah, we didn't know exactly what the situation was. He has been lightning fast all week long and finds himself in the pits now under green is Dakota Armstrong to the inside of Ryan Newman down the back straightaway. That is for second.
And we're told Logan Seavey's having a fuel issue, Rob. I don't know if it's like a pickup issue maybe, or something with the mixture. That's why he pitted under green. He's fighting some sort of a fuel issue.
That's a tough break. They've just shown so much speed every time they hit the racetrack. As again, we watched Ryan Newman lead that pack there, that red and white number 39 BC. Caleb Armstrong in that 7 car behind him. Then Bobby Santos the third. Shane Hollingsworth, that yellow 20. There goes Caleb taking a look to the inside of Ryan Newman. This is for position.
And very soon, Rob, Jake Trainer is going to catch this long train of what I would call definitely fast race cars to try to put people more than that 1 lap down.
Both the Wellpop cars still hanging out on the racetrack. Grissom doing a good job. Whoa! And that's Trainer.
Colin
Holy
Grissom.
cow. That's Travis Wellpot stopping there. Right front, rip back on the 8 car.
Sure does takes a hiccup. Just a second. Yep. Looks like Grissom drifted out just enough to tag that left rear.
Yeah, I mean, just enough to catch the 29. And Trainer climbs out. Man, that changes the complexity of this race. Watson, Tyler Rohrig, the top 6 cars, I believe, all on the lead lap. Then Billy Weiss, Shane Hollingsworth, Kyle O'Gara, 7, 8, and 9, 1 lap down. Approaching 100 laps to go in the 76th running of the Little 500 presented by UAW. Newman with a pretty good pit stop. CJ Leary is sitting there. He's out of the car, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, he is. Something with the 5 is terminal. They've called it a night, it looks like.
Green flag coming back out. Billy Weiss trying to get to the inside of Dakota Armstrong as the Ivy Tech green flag waves, and we're back underway. Under 100 laps left to go here in this year's Little 5.
It's a shootout from this point, Rob. No more pit stops, no more strategy. Who can outrun who? That's what it's going to boil down to, that's a great way to finish this baby.
Yeah, Dakota Armstrong out in front. Caleb Armstrong, Cody Swanson. Cody Swanson shown on the lead lap. Caleb doesn't run full time. Dakota's on the 500 Sprint Car Tour full time. Caleb not necessarily. They're farmers from Newcastle. They got stuff to do. He's got to work.
Probably be out in the field in the morning.
Yeah. All the corn's planted. Oh, coming off turn 2, Bobby Santos goes around. Santos was to the inside of Caleb Armstrong, and I think maybe got spooked. It looked like was turning left to kind of not get into him, and just spun out. So caution is out. We count caution laps up until lap 495.
That's a costly spin for Bobby.
Dirt vision replay here in turn 1. Right there. Oh, there was contact. It's a little contact right front to left rear-ish, and Santos goes around.
That may cost him 2 or 3 positions right here.
Yeah, they're going to push him to the pits. More than likely just turn him around and fire him off. I don't think there's any reason to stop in the pits.
Look out. Woo! Boy, had a guy walking across there.
So Santos blends back in.
Look like 2 laps lost. What do you think?
And
I'd say 2.
I believe if we go back to green with 5 laps to go or less, all the lap cars go to the tail. So that would put Dakota, Caleb, and Cody 1, 2, 3.
There they are. Yep, there they are. Good call. Yikes.
Rohrig in 4th.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch the app. Don't touch the phone. So now we find out about team orders, even though we know there's none. Absolutely not. They've both won big events in their career. This would be, for Caleb, a winner of Turkey Night, one of the biggest. For Dakota, the biggest. I mean, there's a small list of guys that have won the Turkey Night Grand Prix in the Little 500. Dave Steele comes to mind. I have to think about that for a second, but Dave Steele, in the modern era, to me, is the one that comes to mind.
I can't think of anybody.
I think Dave Steele's won Turkey Night.
When it was on pavement?
Yeah, at Irwindale.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone will check that out. Maybe Brad Doty can look that up. It's going to be a 5-lap dash. They'll stop counting cautions here in 2 laps, or lap and a half. So then it's a free-for-all. I mean, the Armstrongs, I've known them for a while. They're a pretty close family. Dakota's been racing with Caleb for a long time. They've had other drivers in their cars. Brian Clausen, I think, got his start in an Armstrong number 7 sprint car.
That's an interesting footnote.
They've had drivers in their cars. It's not always been the cousins, but it is tonight, and it's 5 laps to decide the biggest pavement sprint car race in the world. Lights out on the racetrack. Dakota Armstrong, Caleb Armstrong, Cody Swanson. Can Swanson get up there and steal it from the Armstrongs here tonight? Green flag is out. We're back underway. Great restart for Dakota Armstrong. That car has been spot on restarts, though Caleb closes the gap just a little bit there through turns 3 and 4 as they go back into 1. Cody Swanson is there. 2 to go this time by. Dakota Armstrong has been coming to Anderson Speedway his entire life, and he's gonna have to wait a little longer. 2 cars coming to a stop. Kyle O'Gara, Tony Main. You know, did they play well together when they were little? Here's a look at the Dirt Vision replay. Logan Seavey down low, side by side with O'Gara. Seavey clears him. Ooh,
wow,
broke something
in the back.
Left rear.
Yep. And Tony Main nowhere to go.
That's a tough break for the 7. Tough break for both, but for Tony Main with nowhere to go. So how aggressive will Caleb Armstrong get? That's the big question. And if he gets too aggressive, will Cody Swanson be able to capitalize?
Well, forget the cousins, just the 2 team cars, 1 and 2. That's extremely rare.
Coming to the green flag, 2 laps to go to decide the 76th running of the Little 500 here at Anderson. Presented by UAW. Great restart for Caleb. We said he needed a good one. He's going to go through the middle of turns 3 and 4. White flag coming out. 1 lap to go. Caleb Armstrong is there. He's going to take a look to the outside through turns 1 and 2. Crossover move down the back straightaway. A little hiccup for Dakota. Caleb Armstrong to the inside. He'll run his cousin up the track. And just like that, Caleb Armstrong steals the Little 500.
Did we just see that? Did that just happen?
Oh, unbelievable.
That's got to be the worst feeling in the world for Dakota. Got to be. Got to be. Can you imagine that?
I have to imagine it, Dave. It just happened. Wow. Never in a million years would have I imagined, as you can see, the Armstrong family and team going berserk as Caleb Armstrong salutes the fans. Holy cow. What an end to the first Little 500 live on Dirt Vision. The team and Caleb Armstrong climbing out of the race car. What a tremendous finish for the 76th running of this great event.
If I hadn't seen it, Hollywood couldn't script it any different than that.
Dakota just came over and tapped his cousin on the shoulder, said, "Hey man, nice job." Wow. He gets the helmet off, and let's send it down trackside to our Ashton Smythe.
Caleb Armstrong, your 2024 Little 500 winner. You are absolutely exhausted. How does this moment feel for you?
Jesus, I gotta put him first. It just, I've had so many tries here, and I just always came up short. And just 2 laps there, I have a shot at it. I had radio problems. Nothing was really going my way. I ran out of fuel on my first pit stop. I stumbled into the pits, but he was with us, and I'm just thankful. I got to thank Randy Neal. I'm sorry for how long this has taken, but I feel like we should have had at least 3 of these by now, but what a race. I didn't know if I could do it. He was fast. So I'm just thankful for all you fans that come out here and support this. You guys are awesome. Look at this place, it's packed. I gotta say hi to my mom, my dad at home. They're watching. And I'm just so thankful. Thank you, Randy Neal, Kevin Busacker, all these guys on this crew. This is awesome, man. So just feels good to finally get it.
Your cousin Dakota came over and tapped you on the back after you passed him during the last lap. How was it like racing with your family out here and coming 1-2?
Oh, it's fun, man. I was having fun with him out there. I was trying to intimidate him, trying to rattle his cage a little bit, bumping him, pulling beside him, trying to like scare him because honestly, I thought he was better than me. I had a really good run there at the end and was able to stick it and whatnot. And I just still can't, I just can't believe it. So I think I only led 1 lap, but the last one, freaking awesome.
Hey, that's the one that counts. Congratulations.
What's that gonna do?
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Going to take it over to Brett with 2nd place, Dakota Armstrong.
Yeah, down here with 2nd place, keeping it in the family. Take me through that final lap. Does it sting any less that it's family?
No, I mean, honestly, I just wanted one of us to be there at the end. I thought it was going to be this one, though. I don't know, there was a lot of drama there. I got to thank my spotter, Greg, keeping me calm there. We thought we were going to run out of fuel, so we didn't get enough in it, and I was doing all I could to save that whole time. I was conserving. And I don't know, like, tires just kind of got away from me. It hiccuped a little bit there off the corner, and I spun the tires. But that was about as good as it. I honestly, when I saw them wreck there, I was pretty sure I was going to be stopped here out of fuel. So pretty bummed we didn't get it. If it had stayed green, I thought we had it. But pretty cool that we both won 2. One of us definitely deserved it. So 2nd again, this thing definitely stinks, but we'll get it here soon.
Just what does this race mean to the Armstrong family just overall? I mean, you guys finished 1-2. You guys are almost here every year.
Yeah, I mean, we live 25 minutes from here. So I grew up racing here. I've raced Bandoleros when I was 9 years old here. I've raced Kenny Midgets. I won a USAC championship in Kenny Midgets coming here in the Speedrome. Yeah, this place is cool. I love racing here, and our cars are just pretty good right now. We've been good, and just bummed that we didn't get this one in the victory lane here. I thought we had it, and then just a little bittersweet, but glad that we were able to come home 1-2.
Congratulations. We'll look for you again next year. Let's send it over to Ashton Smythe with our 3rd place finisher, Cody Swanson.
Cody Swanson, no stranger to this event and no stranger to the podium. You came home with a 3rd place finish. How does it feel?
Yeah, I mean, you come to these races to win, right? But there's only one winner. So congrats to Caleb, and Dakota ran a great race too. And man, I'm so thankful to be driving this Durham Banks racing number 77, right? They gave us a chance. They did a great job on pit road to get some track position, and later, throughout the end of the run, there just weren't quite good enough to maneuver through traffic and catch back up to these guys. But gave it our best shot till the very end, and just came up a little bit short. So you never come to run third, but I'm thankful for a good, safe night, and a chance to drive for this team, right, and for the support from Mission Foods, from Glen Farms, from Wilkie Orthodontics, Rosewood Machine and Tool. It's so great to have our man Ken back at the racetrack, and God's blessed me with so many wonderful people in my life, and I cannot complain. I'm extremely grateful.
You finished all 500 laps tonight, and now you've turned a lot of laps throughout this little 500 race. What makes this event, this race, so special to you that you keep coming back year after year?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to make a living racing. This race pays a lot, so that's something you come back for. But it's such a fun event. I mean, I feel like I love the Silver Crown Series because we run long races, and this is kind of like 3 of them in one. Each one to the pit stop and then to the finish, and it's such a challenge to survive to the end, to keep yourself out of trouble, and to be there when it counts. And tonight we just come up a little bit short, but still here on the front stretch, so can't complain too much.
Cody Swanson, 3rd place finish tonight. We're going to throw it back up to Rob and Dave in the booth.
If he's not on Dakota, when he has that little wiggle, he just doesn't have enough to get by him. And there he is with the Prairie Farms milk. Got to be the best tasting milk he's ever had.
I mean, bravo, dude. He drove a great race. He just drove a great race. As he mentioned in his interview, they ran out of fuel. They cut it a little too close on that first stop, and that could have jinxed it for the night too, But you've got to have some luck here. You've got to have a couple of breaks through the course of the night. You saw Tyler Rohrig, who had a great race car, got caught up in somebody else's mess early, and that was really the difference for him all night. The rest of the race, he was stout, but one bad turn is all it takes.